Is Michael Chandler delusional? I think he might be, because look at this quote. I believe I beat Charles Oliveira 9 times out of 10. I'm gonna enlarge myself just for a sec. I'm gonna speak directly to you, Michael Chandler. How are you gonna beat him 9 times out of 10 when you've already lost twice? The math ain't mathing up, bro. You can't do maths, mate. Like, 9 times out of 10, I beat you, apart from the 2 times that I've lost. So, not really 9 times out of 10. It's more like 8 times out of 10. But I don't think you beat him, bro. And it's just like, some fighters, I get that he's not going to come out and say, look, I don't think I can beat Charles Oliveira. I don't think I can beat him. I'm just not good enough. But at least, don't sound so delusional, bro. Yeah, I could beat him 9 times out of 10. You've lost twice. First was a knockout. Alright? And then the second one, you got schooled for 4 rounds, and then you had to cheat at the very end. Well, you cheated throughout the whole thing. You couldn't even beat him cheating. You couldn't even beat Charles Oliveira whilst grabbing the gloves, grabbing the cage, putting your toes in the cage, poking him in the eyes, hitting him at the back of the head. He also said that he thinks that they weren't back of the head shots, they were behind the ear. Or on the ear. We all saw it, bro. What are you talking about? We all saw the punches. We saw them all. Anyway, right, let's listen to what he has to say. Let me just make sure it's alright on my screen. Yeah, that's not too bad. Right, listen to this. Listen to what he has to say about his fight, or how he thinks he'll do against Charles. Here we go.
I mean, I'm not happy with my performance. I mean, I would give myself a 2 out of 10. I cannot overstate how horrible a performance this was, or set of circumstances it was after that first round, compared to what my vision was for what I am capable of. And
look, I'm gonna pause it. It's all good having a vision, Chandler. Like, I could have a vision. I could have a vision of going in there and knocking out John Jones. I'm going to go in there. I've got a vision of what I'm going to do to John Jones. It wouldn't happen, though, would it? He'd beat the shit out of me. So you could have a vision of, oh yeah, I'm going to knock out Charles. I'm going to outstrike him. The reality is, bro, you're just not that good enough. You're just not good enough, bro. It's not about, oh, my performance was bad. No, you're just not good enough. You didn't have an off night. You're fucking 4-2 in your 6 UFC fights. And all the 4 that you've lost against have been high level competition. Dan Hooker is now high level, so that win has aged quite well. But the Tony Ferguson one, who cares, bro? The rest of them you've lost. Poirier, Gaethje, and Oliveira twice. You're just not on that level, bro. It's not about, I had an off night. See you at the top. No, it's like you're just not as good as these guys, bro. Just be honest with yourself. Come on. Listen to what he says now.
I believe I beat Charles Oliveira 9 times out of 10. And obviously I've lost to him twice now. 2 out of 2. I have a 100% loss rate to Charles Oliveira. So I understand why people might tisk at that, roll their eyes at that. I mean, I'm not happy with my performance.
It's not about tisking and rolling your eyes, bro. It's about, adding it up. I beat him 9 times out of 10. Well, I've already lost twice, so... But let's just say what you meant to say was, you would, if you fought him 10 times, you would beat him more than he would beat you. Okay, let's just go with that narrative. No, you wouldn't. You're old now, alright? How old are you, 40? If not 40, nearing 40. You've got no new tricks up your sleeve. You don't use your wrestling for some reason. You don't use your wrestling. You just go in there, try and swang and bang, and it always ends up the same way, bro. You losing. Now, I used to be a fan of you. I used to be a Mike Chandler fan. When he debuted and fucking got it done against Dan Hooker, I was like, whoa, this guy's fun. Personality-wise, fight style-wise, fun guy. And then you just fucking cheated, bro, throughout the whole fight. And I was like, fuck this dude. Dirty fighter. Also, fuck you, Keith Peterson. Made a whole video about it. Go check it out. About Keith Peterson in this fight. But just be real, bro. I know that fighters are supposed to be confident, and they're not going to come out and say, I think I'd lose to this guy. Like Paddy Pimblett said he'd beat Islam Makhachev. No, you wouldn't, Paddy. But he's obviously not going to come out and say, you know, I think he'd beat me. But what you could say is something along the lines of this. I think I found my level, okay? And that's fine. That's fine. I understand this is my level. And I'm okay with that. You got to be honest with yourself, bro. You can't be like delusional thinking like, I could beat this guy. Just let me try it again, please. Let me try 8 more times and I'll beat him. No. You won't beat him. And I'm sorry, Mike Chandler. That's just the way the world works. Iron Mike, you don't even have your own nickname. You stole that from Mike Tyson. Pretty embarrassing. And now where do you go from here? Where does Michael Chandler go from here? Now, I don't, to be honest, guys, I don't know. Maybe a rematch with Dan Hooker. That'd be cool. But I'd like to see Dan Hooker fight Gaethje. So, really, who could Mike Chandler fight? It's got to be an up-and-comer. You know? Fight like a, I don't know, fight like a Benoit Saint Denis. A Rafael Fiziev. You know? Something interesting. Fuck it. Bobby Green. Mike Chandler and Bobby Green? I'd love to see that fight. That'd be a sick fight. Mike Chandler, Bobby Green. Get it done. 2 older guys, you know, that aren't really going to make it to the top of the division, but will happily sit like, you know, floating up and down the rankings. Mike Chandler, Bobby Green. That's actually a banger fight, bro. Strikers as well. Mike Chandler could actually use his wrestling on Bobby Green, because Bobby Green is not a grappler in the slightest. It's that's a winnable matchup for Mike Chandler, and I think Mike Chandler needs to just accept the fact that he's never going to beat these high-level guys, and that's fine, bro. That's fine. You can still have fun fights against decent competition, against good competition. Anyone in the rankings is decent, bro. You're just not in that top 5, bro. You're not in the top 5. You're at the lower end of top 10. Which is okay, but you do not beat Charles 9 times out of 10 when you've already lost twice anyway. And he dominated you for both of those fights. What are people saying? Bud, you lost 2 times out of 2, the math ain't mathing. Exactly. Chandler, when he finds out he lost 2 out of 10, he beats him 9 times out of 10, but he's already 0-2 out of 10. 8 out of 10 times would have been a better thing to say. Yeah, that's what I said, bro. Just say 8 out of 10. Oliveira gave this man CT because his math isn't making sense. Oliveira already beat him 2 times. So if you want to say something similar to what he said, he should have said, I would beat Charles 8 times out of 10. But even that would be illogical because Charles is better than him. That's what I said. That he's just you're just not as good as Charles. And that's fine. Just accept it, Chandler. Come on now. Come on. Don't be delusional. Don't be one of those delusional fighters that are like, I'd win everyone. I'd win everyone. Even though I'm losing to everyone. Just to state the obvious, he's already lost 2 times, so I'm not sure how this statement could be true. Kenny Okoye, who I recently learned is fucking... Not a lot of people like him, to be fair. From what I've heard. 0-2, math ain't mapping. He beat you 5 out of 5 rounds. Well, he beat you 4 out of 5. But you could probably take that 5th round off because of the cheating that he was doing. You know, the back of the head shots. Mike Chandler, like... Because Kurt Angle, no! This is a great promo by Scott Steiner. Mike Chandler, like... Listen to this. I got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and a third chance minus my 25% chance and you got an 8 and a third chance of winning at sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning... If we used to go one-on-one and then add 66 and 2/3%, I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning at sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at sacrifice. That is Mike Chandler. That is fucking quality. God, anyway, yeah, so just a little quick one on Mike Chandler, guys. He's a bit delusional, cannot accept this loss, cannot accept that he's not high level. and I'm going to repeat myself for the third time before anyone says it in the comments. Well, what do you want him to say? That he'd never beat him? I know he's not going to say that, but you can still be a bit more honest with yourself and say, you know what, guys, maybe I'm just not top 5, and that's fine. I'm still going to be around. I'll take anyone, anytime, anywhere, whatever. But be realistic with your expectations, Chandler, because you look at fighters like Oliveira and Poirier that fucking beat you, bro. Finished you. And then you look at the champ Islam. He's finished. He finished Oliveira with ease, and he finished Poirier. Poirier did well, but it's just like, I know MMA math doesn't always add up, but do you really think this guy stands a chance against Islam? No, probably not. Just take the fun fights. I know he wants to fight Max Holloway for the BMF belt. That'd be a fun fight, but stop being such a dirty little fuck, bro. Stop being a dirty fighter and fight clean. And maybe, I don't think he beats Max, but, it is what it is anyway. Michael Chandler thinks he beats Oliveira 9 times out of 10, even though he's already lost twice. He's 0-2. So the math doesn't add up. And I think he's just a bit delusional, to be honest. But anyway, that's it for this. Let me know what you think about this statement. Will Mike Chandler beat Charles Oliveira in a third match? The trilogy we all are dying to see? I don't think so. But anyway, yeah, like and subscribe. My links are down below. And until next time, I'll see you in a bit.